Hey guys, so I had a request to do a video on my makeup brushes, so that's what this video is going to entail. I'm going to go through my brushes, quickly how I store them, and a couple of tips on cleaning them. So I'm going to probably only be able to mention some of my brushes. Some of them I'll talk a little bit more in depth about just because I don't have that much time to talk about all of them. So first I'm going to start with my face brushes. I hold them in a pencil holder. It's really easy. It's a cheap way to store your brushes, and I like to keep them this way, keeps them out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to start with foundation brushes. I have three different types of foundation brushes. The first is a flat foundation brush. So I have two different flat foundation brushes. The first is from Sigma, it's the SS190. And the second is from Studio Gear, it's number 16. I really like both of these brushes. They're both synthetic and they're really nice to blend foundation into your skin. The main difference between these two brushes is the Sigma one, this one here, has longer bristles that are a little bit more fluffy than the Studio Gear one, which is this one. You can see that the Studio Gear has shorter bristles and they're also much more stiff. So it really just depends on your personal preference and how you like to blend them into your skin. I personally prefer the SS190 from Sigma because it does have longer, fluffier bristles. It allows you to do a little bit more circular motions to blend the foundation into your skin. And sometimes with a flat foundation brush you can get sort of that streaky effect if you're not really careful in blending it into your skin. Now my second type of brush is a stippling brush, and I have two. One's from MAC, it's MAC 187, and the other is the SS187 from Sigma. And I wouldn't have purchased a second one, but this one ended up coming in a kit that I bought, so it just happens that I have two basically of the same brush. So they're basically the same brush. They have two different types of bristles, black bristles on the bottom that are much more stiff, and then really fluffy white bristles on the top. The one that's a little bit more yellow in tone, this one here, is the one from MAC, and the one on the left here is the one from Sigma. The one from MAC is a little bit more dense, and I think it works a little bit better in terms of blending into your skin, but they're both really nice brushes, and I really like this for applying more liquidy foundations. It's going to give you that sort of flawless effect to your skin. Now my last foundation brush is the newest one to my collection. It's probably my most favorite and the most versatile of all of them. It's number 55 from the Sephora Professional Collection. It's called an airbrush. And this one's kind of looks to me like a powder brush or a blush brush. It's kind of round. It has long, really fluffy bristles, and I love this for applying foundation. You can blend in circular motion, up and down, any direction you want, and it really helps to get the foundation really evenly and blended into your skin. I also like this brush because it has multiple functions. I like to use it to apply powder to set my foundation after applying it, and also it's really nice to apply blush to your face, so you'll get a lot of use out of this brush because you can use it for multiple things. Oh, just to mention, for the stippling brush, it's also really nice to use to blend blush onto your face, to apply cream blush especially. So if you don't like to use this type of brush for foundation, it has alternate functions. Alright, so then I have two angled brushes that I like to use for applying my bronzer if I want to do contouring. And one's from Sigma, it's this one here on the left. This one's the Sigma 168. And it's a real hair brush. It's really fluffy. It's really nice to get your sort of strong contouring. And the other one that I have is from Benefit. This one's a slant brush. It has black bristles that are a little bit more stiff and not necessarily as full as the Sigma one. This one's a synthetic hair bristle brush, so if you don't like using real haired brushes, this is a really good alternative, but these are both really nice for contouring. Then I actually only have one blush brush, and it's from MAC. It's the MAC 129. I love this brush. It's really nice for applying your blush, a highlight. Sometimes it's also helpful when you're wanting to do contouring or applying powder to your face. Alright, then I have three powder brushes. The first is the SS150. It's just your large standard sort of fluffy powder brush. This is fantastic for applying loose powder or pressed powder to set your foundation, or also to give your skin a little bit more pop of color if you're wanting to look a little bit more tanned. And then I have a rounded powder brush. It's number 49. It's from Sigma. It's a huge brush. It's really soft and fluffy, and it's great for applying loose powders to set your foundation, but I also really like to use this to apply bronzer to my face. So if I want a really subtle, just pop of color to my face without doing strong contouring, this is fantastic for getting that all over sort of bronzed look. And then the last face brush that I have is the MAC 182, and it's their kabuki brush. This is a real haired bristled brush, and it's super soft, it's really dense, and it's fantastic for buffing powders into your skin. I really like this brush. So those are kind of my brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys soon.